before you scroll away, I need you to hear this. I need you to hear exactly what I'm saying. If you ever feel like you've been attacked or feel like you're being attacked, it may be because you're getting closer to your purpose. It may be because you're getting closer to your goal. And you know, you always hear me talk about that this is Satan's world. You always hear me break it down why this is Satan's world. But it may be God preparing you for something. It may be him preparing you for your purpose. And are you ready to step into that purpose? Just hear me out and think about what I'm saying, because it may be the purpose that God has for your life. You've got to know and, have that spiritual connection with him. At the same time, have that faith with him. Because you see, the enemy who is Satan, he doesn't waste his time on people who aren't moving. It's people who are moving and with God's purpose. People who has that strong faith and strong will who he attacks. So I need you guys to tap into what I'm saying and listen. You see, Satan, from what I have seen, he attacks people who are growing. He attacks people who stay consistently praying to God. He attacks people definitely for those who want to remove that generational curse. Those are the types of people he attacks. You see, our enemy, Satan, he attacks people who are becoming the people God created them to be. That's something I want you guys to remember here at BlackPowerRise. At the same time, hit that like and subscribe button. Now, let me get into it.
Yeah. BlackPowerRise. God walking with us. Too many mothers crying over lost sons. Too many candles lit from the sound of guns. Black on black violence breaking the soul while Satan keep trying to divide and control. But black unity scared the system for real. That's why they fear when our people heal. When we come together and build as one, that's when generational change get done. God didn't make us to destroy ourselves. Stronger united when we support ourselves. Open your Bible, let the truth speak clear. God's still calling even through fear.
Don't let darkness steal your life. God's still fighting for your life. Unity walks through the pain and fear. God still listens when you call him near. Stop the violence, let the healing start. Black unity begins inside the heart.
Young kings lost trying to survive the streets, looking for love while facing defeat. Satan was for lies saying you ain't enough, but God's still reaching when life gets rough. Black queens tired carrying all the stress, trying to hold families together through mess. That's why we need more prayer and grace, more love and unity in every place. The Bible teaches us we stronger in peace. That hate and envy only bring defeat. BlackPowerRise trying to spread the word, helping every soul know they seen and heard.
Walk with God, walk with love.
This for the kids trying hard to believe, for the teens feeling pain they never reveal, for the grown folks battling stress every day. God's still waiting every time you pray. No matter your struggle, don't lose your faith. God's still opening heaven's gates. Black unity powerful when we align. That's why the system fear our minds. Instead of violence, let's build and grow. Teach our children what they need to know. Ownership, faith, and community first. That's how we finally break the curse. God's hand is still open. You just gotta reach back.
Walk with love. Unity walks through the pain and fear. God still listens when you call him near. Stop the violence, let the healing start. Black unity begins inside the heart.
You see, you hear me so many times, you hear me talk about putting on that armor of God. Just for you guys that really don't understand why I say that, look at Ephesians 6:11. It talks about putting on that armor of God to withstand whatever Satan's trying to throw at you. So you've got to understand what I'm talking about. So I want you guys to all put that armor of God on. And remember, you are empowered. Remember, when you got that never give up attitude, that builds resistance. That's why you see this shirt here, empowered and resilient. That's what I want you guys to do and become. And at the same time, check out my novel, Success to Become Empowered and Resilient. So at the same time, I want you guys to understand, if you ever been discouraged, don't quit. If you ever felt like quitting, you gotta have that never give up attitude. You see, so many people, for them to become successful is because they never quit. For myself, I'll use myself for an example. For me to write that first novel, I had that never give up attitude. For me to have that first play that failed 3 and 4 times before it became successful, I still had that never give up attitude. So for what it is you're going after, you gotta have that never give up attitude, people. If you've been rejected before, remember God can use that direction. If you've been rejected before, remember God has the power to redirect you. So what I'm saying is he can use rejection to redirect you into the path that he has for you. So now I'm gonna go even further. Let's look at Adam and Eve. We all know that they ate the fruit and sin into the world, but right away God put the plan in motion. He redirected them. Yes, they were thrown out the Garden of Eden, but he told them to multiply. So at the same time, in Genesis 3:15, the plan was put in motion where Jesus would come. And at the same time, before Jesus arrived, look at Joseph. He was betrayed by his brothers. Look at David. He fought giants before he became king. And speaking of Jesus, look at Jesus. Before he was resurrected, he was killed. So what I'm saying is, people, God can use that redirection to point you in the right direction that he has in store for you. But again, you've got to have that never give up attitude. You've got to have that faith and know that he's in control, knowing that it's on his time, people. So what I'm saying to you guys here at BlackPowerRise, your struggle is not the end of your story. And speaking of struggle, check out my newest book, Success to Overcome Struggle. So what I'm saying, once again, you've got to have that never give up attitude. When you really want something, trust and believe you're gonna go after it. But you got to have that will. So whatever it is, and I do mean whatever it is you are trying to do, people, stop procrastinating. That's the biggest fear people have. They say they're gonna do something, then when it's time to do it, they let days go by. Days turns into weeks. Weeks turns into months. Months turn into a year. Then the year turns into 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5 years, and they still didn't get started. You're gonna make mistakes along the way, but you've got to be able to take that risk and get started on what it is. So let's end procrastination. Trust and believe. The moment you stop procrastinating, you're gonna step into that purpose God has for you. The moment you say to yourself, I'm gonna be disciplined, the moment you have a plan put in motion, meaning that blueprint put in motion, you're gonna realize the progress that you're going. Then when you start making progress, you're gonna be proud of yourself and knowing that you're going to achieve this goal. Then when you're seeing yourself getting closer and closer and closer, trust me, distractions are gonna come on along the way. Distractions are gonna come along the way, but you gotta keep going. You gotta keep knowing what you're going for. You gotta keep knowing what this is you really want. And when it's something you really, really want, just pray about it. And once you pray about it, you ain't gotta worry about it. At the same time, have that faith. Once your faith is strong, trust and believe you can achieve anything, people. But you gotta be the one to put the work in. You've got to be the one to say, nothing's gonna stop me. At the same time, I even share with you guys what I learned from a millionaire, which is how to say no. Knowing when to say no. At the same time, you've got to be able to start opening up to people and letting them know what it is you're doing. Not everyone's gonna support you, but for those that do support you, trust and believe you're gonna be surprised and stuff, people. And I mean that. It's your boy Kasim here at BlackPowerRise, and I'm out.